guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Naomi and thanks so much for clicking to watch another video. So I have my questions down here. So not too many, which is cool because this video will be nice and like short and sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Just let me get set up. I got my little towel here already, so I'll be back. Really quick, I ended up taking out another, so this is the baby one that we already know about, but this one also on the edge, I also took that one out because this one is another one that I detached and reattached to my head, so I knew that I wasn't going to comb the whole thing out. So yeah, we have two now. I'll show you guys two, like two in the front that are kind of short, so when I put it in a ponytail I kind of tuck it, but yeah, I just want to show you guys that before I forgot. Do like this kind of bogus side ponytail because I'm working on one in the back that is that has been combined, so I started working on that last night. Let's see if I can find out where it is. Here it is. Okay, so this is the one we're working on. As you can see, I have kind of two pieces. I think people call it like two-headed dragon or whatever. And it was pretty easy to like untwist. So I untwisted it and then I combed out one side last night. So here's the piece that's combed out. And then we still have this to comb out. I think I started at the bottom of this. And then, so we just have this to comb out, and then we kind of get to like the joined part. So I don't know how far I get in this video, but we're gonna kind of work through that. So I got all set up here. I have my water per usual. If you haven't watched any of my other, well, I only have one other video about combing out my locks, but I've just been using two simple ingredients or like things to comb out my locks. This is just some regular old water. I think it has like some rose water in it, but regular old water. I'm just getting my lock nice and saturated. And then I use this conditioner right here. You can use any old conditioner that you have, but don't make it like an expensive, nice one. But I use that and I kind of just like slather, whatever, it all on the lock. This should still have some left over from yesterday, so maybe it'll be easier for me to do. But I just make sure that that gets really nice and like coated. And then the only other thing I use is this rat tail metal comb, and I kind of use the end to pick at it a little bit, and then I might kind of go through and comb through as well. So okay, now that we got all that out of the way, and then of course a towel. So this is the towel that I've dedicated to use to combing out my locks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Literally right before I do, I promise I'm about to get started, but I have combed out, because I feel like these are questions that you might have, but I've combed out so far, I think 11 locks in total. So they're all, I'm working from the back to the front so that I can still wear at least like low ponytails and kind of like style my hair that way if I need to. I have wore my hair up in like a bun. I've just kind of bobby pinned like the bottom or the back twists so that they don't kind of like stick straight out. So yeah, as I'm doing them, I'm kind of, I don't know, I think all of them are up, but I kind of just put them in like a 2-strand twist until I have the rest of my hair combed out. So yeah, so I think I have 11 locks done, and I think I started with 55. So I have like what, 40 something, 39 locks to go. I still have, as you can see, a majority of locks in my head. Like I feel like I've only got the first maybe row and a half done like in the back. So I'm not making as much progress as I wanted to, but I am taking my time with combing out my hair, so it's taking a bit longer. There have been some nights where like I haven't been able to comb out more than one a night. So I'm really kind of slacking. But today's Sunday, so maybe I'll do a couple tonight before I go to bed. And when I say a couple, maybe like 1.5. We'll see. Okay, so into the questions. So the first question that I have is I'm not gonna say anybody's names or anything, but it says, "What's your favorite show?" Good question, girl. And different too, because I feel like I was gonna get a lot of questions. But my favorite show, see, I don't know if you mean of all time or like just what am I watching now. So I'm just gonna answer both. My favorite show of all time, and I'm thinking like sitcom and stuff, would have to be Martin. I could watch that show on repeat like over and over again. And currently I would say my favorite show is Love is Blind and Suits. Oh, me and my husband have started watching Suits, and I actually think it's pretty good. We haven't watched an episode in a minute, but and I feel like we're kind of late to the Suits train, but yeah, that's also a good one. But definitely Love is Blind. Season 5 is crazy. No spoilers or anything like that, but season 5 is a little wild. Okay, next question. Why the cutting of the locks? The masses want to know, LOL. And yes, I watched the video, LOL. So correction to that very, very first video about me not kind of, no, what did I say? I think the part 1 was like basically I might cut them like halfway and then comb them out instead of combing them out from the bottom. I've changed my mind on that officially. I am not cutting any locks unless I know that I've detached them previously. And of course, like combing up that lock, it'll just detach from my hair, like y'all know. So unless it's been detached previously, I will not be cutting my locks. That was just frustrated me at like 11 o'clock, almost midnight, talking and being frustrated with how long that took, because I felt like it should not have taken over an hour for one lock. But so I won't be cutting them. I will be combing all of them out, and however long that takes me. Hopefully, I don't think I'll be done by today's Sunday the 1st. So I don't think I'll be done by this weekend coming up. Probably be done by the following weekend, I'm hoping. So yeah, not cutting them, sis. But I think I already mentioned like why I'm combing out my locks, though I really just didn't like how they were on me anymore, and kind of also just wanted to change. So has nothing to do with like them not being perfect or parted perfectly or anything like that. I love them at one point in time. I just don't like them anymore. And thank you for watching the video, of course. And then let's see. Girl, what happened? LOL, talking about your locks. So again, I just didn't like the way they looked on me anymore. And I feel like if something that you have or that you can change that you don't like anymore, and your attitude towards something change or how you feel about something changes, then do something about it if you can. And I can change my hair. Luckily, I can comb out my locks. I could have cut them. I could have dyed them. I could have done several things. And so this is just the thing that I'm choosing to do to make myself happy. So yeah. What are some ways, next question. I feel like this is taking so long to comb this out. At least y'all can see in real time like how tedious this is and how like gentle I'm also trying to be on my lock. You want to make sure that it stays moisturized and not you know, it doesn't get dry, because you don't want to operate on dry hair. So I kind of want to spray it a little bit more just so you don't do that much damage. I have started to collect the hair, because I feel like as soon as I started combing out my locks, I've seen so many videos on TikTok about combing out locks. Y'all, the algorithm, Apple and them be listening. But anyway, I've seen so many videos and they like collect their hair and like show overall how much hair has shedded. So at the end of this video, I'll insert a clip about how much hair I've shedded so far. It's not going to be the total amount, because I think I've combed out 6 locks before I even started collecting it. I just threw the hair away. But just in general, by the time I'm done with the journey, I probably will have a plastic bag full. So I'll insert that clip at the end. Editing me, Naomi, remember that, because I feel like I never be inserting stuff for y'all. Okay, so next question. What are some ways that you balance mom, wife, work life? Hey sis, good question. Very, very good question. I don't know. You kind of just life. So like she says, mom, wife, and work life. It is tough, as you very well know. Being a mom is like one of the best experiences ever. I love it. Kicks my butt every day, but I absolutely love it and I wouldn't change a thing about it. But I would say for me personally, how do I balance it? I think I've gotten so much bigger on my communication, especially with my husband, because I do like, you know, have a partner and stuff. And so having like a partner in crime, as you will, really, really helps to just like even those moments where you don't feel, where you feel like life is balancing you, you can like kind of like go to your partner and kind of regroup and say, hey, today's kicking my butt like extra hard today, right? Like not the normal stuff. If you're having just a terrible day, I feel like I can always go to him and say that, and then he'll either, you know, either like help me through it or something like that, or he'll take over a little bit more. So it's like, okay, if I was supposed to do X, Y, and Z, no, let me go ahead and do it, or just rest, or maybe take the baby for an extra couple hours or so, just whatever he can do to kind of help. And I really do appreciate that. But as far as balancing it, yeah, I would say definitely communication, because when you're having those extra hard moments where everything is just coming at you from different angles, I feel like, especially me, like I go to the office 3 days out of the week. So I leave work straight here to come home to be a mom. And then also, you know, being a wife as well. It's like, okay, you're being pulled in different directions, and it is hard. And I think a lot, I'm currently actually in therapy, so that's been helping as well. I've just had maybe like 3 sessions, I think, so I'm very new in therapy, but that has definitely helped as far as like managing my emotions and things like that, and like how I think about life and the different viewpoints that I have. One of the things we talked about in one of the sessions was cognitive restructuring, I think is what it's called. But kind of like if I'm thinking about all the bad things, or like, okay, I gotta take care of my son, I gotta work, I gotta do this. It's like changing your mind frame and how you think about things, as to like, okay, I have a son to take care of. I'm blessed to have a child. I'm blessed to have a healthy child. I'm blessed to have help. You know, I have a partner. I'm not a single mom. And think about just how blessed I am, and what a good position that I'm in, and really just kind of cultivating that relationship with God as well. Like, I feel like, man, being prayerful, because he has blessed me and my family, has been really, really amazing. But yeah, just changing my mind frame to think about things a little bit differently. So even when I do get down, I can sit down and breathe, take a breath, and kind of like relax and say, okay, regroup. Like I said, breathe, communicate as well when things are getting like super, super, super hard, and you're like, no, I do need a few hours instead of just like a couple minutes. And you get through it. I feel like every single day, my son's about to be a year now, next month in November. And every single day I think about how hard the day has been, but then every single day I make it through. And so it's just thinking about that, like, okay, I've gotten through another day successfully. Let's do it all over again tomorrow. Instead of like, dang, I gotta do this all over again tomorrow. It's like, no, God gives me breath every day so that I am able to continue to provide and continue to take care of and continue to be a great mom, a great wife, and a great employee. So I just really thank God for all of that. So hopefully that answers your question. But yeah, therapy, a great support system as well, definitely helps, because it's hard. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like you never balance it, to be honest. You just kind of get in a groove, and you find your groove, and you just stick with it, I think. So shout out to all the moms, all the single moms out there. You rock. You're the best person I've ever known. You are the strongest person I've ever known. And God loves you. He sees you, right? And he knows where you are, and he knows what you need, and he's going to provide for you. So just a little encouragement for the mamas and the wives and the employees out there. Okay, next question. How long are you planning to have your hair loose before getting micro locks installed? Hey, Jorge. If you do not know, I am getting micro locks installed. I plan on getting micro locks installed. I still haven't decided like when yet. I don't know if I want to wait till my birthday, or if I want to wait like maybe 2 months, like get them in December or something like that. I don't know. So I don't know. The answer to your question is I don't know. I want to say by my birthday at the latest. So I want to have my loose hair. Let's say I comb this out and have my hair out or unlocked or loose mid-October. So it'll be mid-October, all of November, all of December. My birthday is January 6th, so the beginning of the year. So maybe we're talking 2.5, I'm going to say 2.5 to 3 months is how long I plan on having my hair loose. And I feel like that's enough for like 2 good styles. Because, you know, Black people, we leave box braids in, we leave twists in for a good month at minimum, a good 4 weeks before we take it out. And so to me, that feels like 2 hairstyles. So I'll see. It depends on how I like those styles, or if I want to try some other like box braids, twists, spring twists, whatever. If I want to try something else, then maybe it'll be a little bit longer. Maybe it won't be until like next summer when I get them installed. But we'll see. I have a feeling I'm gonna miss like locks. So yeah, I might treat myself to that for my birthday. Okay, last question. Hopefully this video wasn't that long. Is there a certain age a person should start their locks, especially a female? No. I have one of my friends, Britt, her daughter has locks, and I believe her baby girl is, ooh, I think her baby girl is 3, I want to say. And her daughter, and I hope I'm telling the story right, but her daughter actually, so her mom has a micro locks. Brittany has micro locks. But before, when she had just like regular, you know, regular, I think she started hers with comb coils. Her daughter said, "Mommy, I want my hair to look like yours. Like, I want to get my hair like that. I want to lock my hair. I want locks." And I know she made sure, like, you know, hey, you want to make sure this is kind of like a style that you have to stay with for a while. You can't really change it like that if you get tired of it. And she like kind of explained it to her daughter, and her daughter still wanted to go through and get locks. So like, yeah, like I want my hair to look like yours. And I'm like, that's just the sweetest thing. So she looks like a little mini me. But no, so there is not a certain age. Obviously when when you're a kid, you have to rely on like a parent or go to like a loctician or something to get them maintained. But no, I've seen older women. There's like an older woman on my timeline. I think her name is like Locks and Letos or Locks and Stilettos or something like that. She's very popular on Instagram. And I think she ended up cutting her hair because she's battling with cancer. But she has some beautiful gray locks. So I've seen multiple different ages have and install locks. So honestly, it's whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready, or whenever you want to give the journey a chance, go for it. Definitely do your research. There's a ton of YouTube videos on my channel, but just there's a ton of videos like out there on like the pros and cons, the different installation processes. If you want micro locks, comb coils, 2-strand twists, like how to do it yourself, how to get it maintained at a salon or with a loctician. Like, you really just have to do your research, and once you decide on what you want to do, go for it. Or you can also, I know some locticians do consultations as well, so I say go for it. I don't think there's an age. Honestly, probably the sooner the better. I feel like when I installed my locks, I was like, why did I wait so long to do this? I had been thinking about it, but I was like, why did it take me years to install locks? Especially since I maintain my stuff myself. Like, I could have been did it. So I kind of regret not starting sooner. But yeah, girl, do it whenever. All right, y'all. So that was the last question, and I feel like I didn't get anywhere with my hair. I kind of did, but I kind of also like this too, because in real life, like, you can see how long it's actually taken me to like comb out, because I'm being gentle and not like running through the knots and whatnot. Because I mean, again, I'm almost 4 years locked, so 4 years worth of hair just tangling and matting within itself. I would be surprised if it came undone too quickly. But yeah, I think I'm going to cut it here. All right, guys, look a little bogus, but that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for clicking to watch another one. If you have any other questions below that I did not answer, go ahead and drop them down and I will make sure to answer them. But again, as always, thanks so much for clicking to watch another video, and I'll see you in the next one with my conditioned hands. Bye.